watching me today. What's up? Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video with your girl Lotus. So guys, first of all, I'm sorry for the lighting, y'all. I'm sitting in a cool shade, y'all. If I keep looking around because I got my car, as y'all can see, I'm backed up so I can get started with this video. So today is a mukbang video, y'all. This is like a car mukbang. I'm gonna talk to y'all while I'm in the car so I can tell y'all my story. Okay, so anyway, all right, so as you guys can tell by the title of this video is how being homeless led to me getting my first place, right? Or finding my first place, I want to say. So anyway, y'all, so I'm gonna give and before we get started, yeah, y'all, like I said, I'm sitting in Burger King parking lot. I gotta watch my surroundings, okay? Even though I'm in my own hometown, but you never know. Okay, y'all, so anyway, Burger King, y'all, and all I got from Burger King, y'all, was the orange juice and I don't know about y'all. Y'all keep y'all napkins? Let me put my napkins up here. All right, and a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. That's all I be getting from Burger King, y'all. I like McDonald's hash browns better, so whatever. So anyway, y'all, as y'all can tell, it's early in the morning. So, backstory. Let's get started. Backstory. So, when I was 18, I was put out. I'm not going to tell y'all the whole logistics of that. I may tell y'all a long time from now. But I'm healed from the situation. I forgive, parties involved in me being put out, and I forgive everything that was said or done to me during that time frame, and how I ended up how I ended up homeless at 18 as a fresh high school graduate who's 18. So anywho, moving past that, so yeah, at 18 I was put out. So I was put out and I went to live with one of my besties at the time. Me and this girl, we knew each other since like middle school, and like we was besties. Like you feel me? So anyway, we're gonna call her we're gonna call her Burger. Okay? We're gonna call her Burger. Because I'm sitting outside of Burger King and I'm looking at these things around me. So we're gonna call her Burger, okay? So Burger, I called her, after calling my boyfriend, now baby daddy, but whatever, anyway, because I was just trying to find a place to stay. So I called Burger, my bestie at the time, and she was like, oh, my sister, you can stay with my sister. And I'm like, okay. Like when you're homeless, like when you don't have nowhere to go at the time, it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna like use my resources, right? Like if you're newly homeless, you're gonna start using, or you're about to be homeless. Like I didn't know I was gonna be homeless literally because I was just put out like at the spur of the moment. So it was like when you become homeless, it's like, okay, I need to find somewhere to sleep for the night because it's crazy out here in these streets. You feel me? I need to find out what I'm gonna do. So Burger was like I said, Burger said I could come stay with her sister. I was like, okay. Because, she stayed downstairs with one of her other sisters. We're not going to get that sister a name because she's not really a part of the story. And then one of her other older sisters stayed upstairs. We're going to call her Celsius, okay? Because I see a sign for Celsius, okay? Now, mind you, I had never met Celsius before. Before I moved into Celsius' house, I never met Celsius before, and that was the crazy part. Looking back on it now, I'm like, I met that girl when I moved into her damn house. That is crazy. So anyway, but I had met her sister who she was staying with downstairs before. I actually met her when we was about 15, 16, but I had never met the sister I moved in her house with. So anyway, a Burger told me to go ahead and come over, and literally she walked me up there in front of Celsius and say, can my friend stay with you? Like Celsius had just got her place. So Celsius was like, sure. And so, like, literally, we met each other the day I moved into her house. Burger asked Celsius, can I move with her when I got there? She walked me up to her and asked her, and I moved into the girl house. It literally happened just like that. So I am very thankful to this day for Burger and Celsius. So if you guys ever see this video, I'm not bashing anybody or anything. This is not a slander video. I just want to, you know, put my little story out there a little bit to my YouTube fam. You know, maybe this will help some people out. Maybe, you know, this is to give some people some encouragement or whatever, who may be homeless or whatever. So anyway, moving on. So moved into Celsius' house, literally. So me and Celsius talking about, oh, how she finna decorate, and oh, we should do this and that, and you know, it was a real cool vibes. So stay with Celsius for a while. Now you may say, why didn't I just go to a shelter? Well, at the time I heard a lot of horror stories about shelters, especially being newly adult, you want to say. I heard a lot of stories. I heard that you couldn't have a car, which I had a car because my dad had bought me a car as like a graduation gift. So I had a car already. I heard about like your job, like you can't make so much. Like it was so much to that. And guys, I was working, like at the time I was working at this Walmart. I'm gonna say the Walmart in Doral. So it was kind of like, damn, I'm not really, you know, they won't consider, even though I don't have a place to go, but they really won't consider me homeless. I don't know, y'all. I think at that time I was listening to people, and I was listening to people that had never, well, I ain't gonna say never because I don't know people's life like that fully, but I'm gonna say I was listening to people that probably hadn't even been in a situation like that before. Excuse me. So I gotta take a bite. I'm hungry. So anyway, like I said, I stayed with Celsius for a while. So so my shift at Doral was from 4 to 1 in the morning. All right. So because I guess, you know, you get like a 30-minute and then 2 15-minute breaks within that other hour. I don't know how it is today, but that's how Walmart used to do it a little back in the days, around the time they first opened here in Miami. So y'all, like I said, so I used to get off at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Well, just so happened one fateful morning, I'm gonna say, got off of work. The events of the day was normal. My shift was normal. Everything was all good, cool, good to the gravy. Oh, look at them birds, y'all. Them birds like, why you back here? So, everything was all cool, calm, and collected. All right, y'all. So, sorry, had to change spots, change positions. So, continue with the story. And y'all, sorry for the angles, y'all. I got y'all propped up on like the hole in between the top of my steering wheel. So, okay, I think I like this spot a little bit better. All right, continue on with the story. So, like I said, the events of that day was normal. Everything was all good. Y'all, so what happened was, I got off at 1 o'clock, and as I'm going across the light, now, oh, okay, so this, let me set the scene for y'all. This is the intersection, right? This the light. This lane go this way. This lane go this way, right? If you on this side, you are able to turn left because there's a restaurant over here. If you are on this side, all you can do is make a U-turn because there was a wall. And if you ever been in Doral, or if you ever go to Doral, I'm pretty sure it's still there. I done seen it. I done been over there a couple of times since this happened. It's like some type of famous wall. I don't know why it's there or what is the significance of it. Excuse me, but this is a wall with these colorful circles on it. I don't know what all these colorful circles mean, but basically, yeah, y'all, like I said, I'm looking because any car that pull in slow and coming up on me like, hold on. Hey, baby. So anyway, y'all, yeah, so like I said, you cannot turn this way. You cannot turn, coming this way, coming towards me, you cannot turn this way because you're going to run right into the wall. Boom, right? So, I'm going across the intersection. Mind you, I'm headed to Celsius' house because that's who I live with. A drunk driver turned and hit me. Boom. Came out of nowhere. Now, y'all, when I was sitting at the light, there was no other cars coming. There was no other headlights. There was nothing. It was just me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. The street is dark. It was just me. Well, as I proceeded to go across the light, when my light turned green, all I saw to the left of me, y'all, was bright lights coming towards me. Boom. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of what I experienced during my car accident. Right now, I'll do that in a separate video. But, boom. Car accident. Somebody hit me. A drunk driver ran the light and hit me. And the reason they ran the red light is because my light was on green, and like I said, all you can do is make a U-turn. They had a red turning signal. So, like, they would the turning signal for them would have been to make a U-turn, and that was red. Because a lot of people, for some reason, made a U-turn at that area because once you go further up, it's like you barely find places to make a U-turn or that you can. So that was one of the spots that you could. So it was like a signal that's showing, hey, you can make a U-turn. But it was red for him to turn. Mine was green for me to go straight across, right? Boom. And yes, it was a guy that hit me. So, whatever, drunk driver ran into my car, ran his red light and ran directly into my car. Well, I didn't go to the hospital after the car accident. It was, I don't know, I think I was more shook up. Maybe it was my adrenaline. Y'all, I can't, oh, somebody else parking, what, right? Whatever. I guess this the parking chill spot, or maybe they waiting on somebody, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna have to switch positions again, y'all. But anyway, y'all, so like I said, I didn't go to the hospital, even though the police that showed up on scene asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. I told them no. I was like, no, I don't need to go to the hospital. I'm good. I think I was more shook up than anything, y'all. I had a blank. I can say at the time, because me thinking about it now, I think I had just a blank. I think I was in shock because I had like a blank. It was blank. Like, I don't know. My whole mindset at that time was blank. It was shock, and I don't know, y'all. And what I had experienced during the car accident was more of a, I think that's why I was in such shock, or such like blank, feeling, or blank, whatever, mindset. So, boom. After everything, after the accident, I drove very slowly. Because like I said, I just got hit by a drunk driver. So after the police was like, you're good to go. I'm like, yeah, I'm good to go. I'm cool. I drove to Celsius' house. Now, when I got to Celsius' house, it had to be about between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, because mind you, I got off at 1. The accident happened like right after, I'm going to say 15 to 30 minutes after, not even 30 minutes, probably like 10 to 15 minutes after I got off with the whole accident, then the police, then everything. I'm pretty sure it was about, and then I drove really slow all the way because Celsius stayed far from the Walmart, the route that I was working in. So yeah, I drove really slow. Oh, they can't leave me. Okay, but anyway, y'all. So, yeah, like I said. So, I got to Celsius' house between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and Celsius was just like, when she, now mind you, I didn't have a key, and that's fine, like I said, I met the girl when I moved into her house, you feel me? So, I did not have a key or anything like that. So, Celsius, oh shoot, this video getting long. But anyway, Y'all, this gonna be a long video. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Matter of fact, no, I just continue. Obviously, I do a part 2. But yeah, I continue because I want y'all to get the full thing. So anyway, y'all. So, got to Celsius' house, and Celsius was just like, why you coming in here so late? Wherever you at, wherever you was at, you should have just stayed. Now Celsius is snapping, and rightfully so, because it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. She had just had a baby. Listen, I mean, you feel me? Now she's going off. Now mind you, I'm in a blank state of mind. So at some point, I'm taken aback because I got into a car accident, a bad car accident at that, hit by a drunk driver, and then now I experienced what I experienced during my car accident, and now you're yelling at me for coming in late. Now I'm being yelled at, and at this point I'm just like, what the? So, and I'm just like, Celsius, I got into a car accident. I just got into a car accident. If you go outside and look at my car, if you look like at the police, I got the police paper right here. I just got into a car accident. Like the number, the police, you know how they give you the thing? I'm like, I just got into a bad car accident. And all Celsius said to me was, oh. Literally. Oh. And then she went back to bed. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, like, is this how she really feel when I be coming in here after 1 o'clock? I mean, damn, I get off at 1. Like, I don't want to quit my job. Like, oh, my Lord. What? Y'all, when I tell y'all, that had me so taken back, y'all. It was just like, dog, like, what? I literally didn't go to sleep that night. If I dozed off, it was probably about an hour. I think at this point, I had things running through my head. Like, I've been getting off at 1, and the night I get into an accident, I'm a little later, but then, like, you're snapping. Like I said, it was rightfully so, because don't nobody want to have to get up and open their door that time of night. Like I said, she probably had just went to sleep, just had a baby. So I'm not really, like, upset at anything about it. But at that moment, it was in my head. What I was thinking about was that I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. And it's crazy because my dad had told me living with people don't last long, especially people that you didn't know when you first moved with them, or that you didn't have a relationship with, or loyalty to, or like they didn't have loyalty to you. And I was just like, no, Daddy is cool. But at that moment, I'm like, oh, I got to get out of here, because I don't want to, you feel me? Like, I'm not going to argue with nobody over their house rules. I'm not gonna, you feel me? Like, you know, when you homeless, it's like you, and then you like freshly homeless, like, so you're thrown into homelessness. It's kind of like, damn, I don't want to go from pillar to post or house to houses, you know, bed to bed, or what they used to say years ago. I don't know if they still say it now. I don't want to do that, but I got to get out of here. So I had another friend that I knew since middle school. We're going to call her Queen. So Queen was also in a situation that she didn't want to be in. So the very next morning after the accident, I was off, thankfully. And I heard that I also called, Walmart, and told them, like, hey, I got into a car accident. And they was just like, oh, no, you can take the next 2-3 days off. And I was like, okay. So I was off. So I got up very early from Celsius' house. I don't know if I said anything to her that morning, or if I just was like, good morning, and walked out the door. Because I was still taken aback by what she said to me. And it was like, damn, dog. You feel me? Like, damn. Dang, you ain't saying you all right. I mean, like I said, she didn't have to say anything like that to me, but it was just the fact of, you just said, oh, and went to bed. Like, oh, it wasn't, oh, my bad, dog, you good? Like, it wasn't none of that. And I was just like, well, you know what? I didn't know the girl before I moved into a damn house. I mean, what? Hello, I only stayed with her a couple of months before this happened. So anyway, I got up, I got in my car. Thankfully, my car was still rolling, and I left. So I called Queen while I was in the car, and I told Queen, hey, you know, I got into a car accident last night. And Queen was like, oh, girl, come over here. We finna chill. You good. You good. You da-da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Or whatever. So, mind you, this is the day after my accident, early in the morning. So, my accident had to happen a little after 1 in the morning. And I'm back up like 7, 8 o'clock. Out and about. So, me and Queen, we chilling. We got some, you know, breakfast, sat at the park. We chilling. So I told Queen about the whole situation with Celsius and, you know, about me getting off that. You know, Queen know a lot of my business, I shall say, because as a best friend, you tell your friends everything. So as I knew a lot of her business. And I didn't even tell Burger because that's her sister. You feel me? Like, whatever. I let that ride because, you know, family blood gonna ride for blood. So, so I called Queen. Like I said, I'm chilling with Queen, and I told Queen about the whole little situation. And Queen was like, you know what, dog? That situation you need to get out of, and I want to get out of my situation, so we should get a place together. And I was like, you know what? You're right, Queen. We cool as hell anyway. We like 2 peas in a pod. You feel me? Like, I'm the mac, you the cheese. You feel me? Like, that's how tight me and Queen was. So we got in my car and me and Queen started riding to apartments. We went to apartments from in the city all the way up to like North Miami Gardens area. We just riding like all day, like a job, dog. We are riding all day. Look in and out of these apartments, talking to these like rental, like landlords or whatever, in and out of apartments, in and out of places, finding a place that would let us rent together. Now, one of the main things I wanted was them not to put us, like, group us together. I wanted where I pay my half and she pay her half, and we felt like that would be the best for us versus she give me her money and I pay the rent, or I give her my money and she pay the rent. We felt like we should go, when you get your money, you go and you pay your half for the rent. Boom. That's how we wanted to do it. Even if we went on the same day, 2 separate days or whatever. So to make it easier on us and on the landlord, so it's like nobody took nobody money. We didn't have no money issues, because like money issues would be the thing to end, you feel me, friendship, parentship, whatever. Money, a lot of times money ends shit, okay? Or, you know, and it ain't just money, it's the, you know, oh, you took my money, you know, type thing. So anyway, at about, I want to say 5 or 6 o'clock that night, I started feeling pains. I started feeling pains on my left leg. Now, mind you, it was this pain. I don't know, like, y'all, because when the car hit me, I drive with my leg kind of like up, my left leg up, and my right leg is the one controlling the pedals. So I'm driving. My leg is hurting or whatever, and I'm like, dang, Queen, I'm starting to get this bad pain. And she was like, girl, go to the hospital. You just got into an accident. I'm like, no, like, I'm gonna just take some Motrin. So me and Queen took some Motrin. Me and Queen still riding. So it got kind of late. I dropped Queen back off, and then I went back to Celsius' house, went to sleep. Because like I said, y'all, I took another Motrin, y'all. The girl, I was in pain, y'all, but it wasn't like I would say it was a 5. The pain level was like a 5. So it wasn't bad. Excuse me, but it was a pain, okay? The next day, got up again, did the same thing. Went out with Queen, because at this point, I got to get out of this girl's house, okay? Before any situation started, and I find myself homeless again. Well, I'm still homeless, but I find myself with nowhere to go. So, me and Queen are riding around again. And now, at about 5 o'clock this day, the second day after the accident, I'm in excruciating pain. Now, Queen didn't know how to drive, didn't have her license. So, we're in my car. I got the license. I'm like, girl, if you could drive, like, I was in so much pain. I'm like, girl, you could drive me to the hospital. But she was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to wreck your car. Let's just go to the hospital. So, I drove myself to Jackson, y'all. All right, y'all. So, I drove myself to Jackson. Main Jackson, and if you're from the Miami area, familiar with Miami, you know where Main Jackson is. So I got there. Now Jackson, One thing about that hospital, they're going to give you some meds, okay? They're going to give you some sleepy meds, okay? The pain going to go, but you're going to be sleepy. So I was at the hospital from about 5 minutes. They released me at about midnight. I'm going to say around midnight. Now, mind you, when they released me, y'all, I kept falling asleep. Every red light, kept falling asleep. Kept falling asleep. Now, Queen said, mind you, Queen couldn't go to her, well, she said she didn't want to go to her place late. I wasn't going to Celsius house that late. Nope. She ain't finna get on me again. Nope. Because now, I'm not in a blank state of mind. Now, we might argue. And I'm not finna disrespect nobody in their house. Because, baby, I'm in pain. Got into a car accident. All you said was, oh. Okay? Y'all, I was like, I'm not going to Celsius house because I'm not about to argue and fuss with this girl. I didn't know if it was going to be an argument. But I'm the type of person, I will avoid what needs to be avoided, okay? I didn't want it to be an issue. I'm like, I still got to live there. You know, you feel me? So anyway, me and Queen, right? So we get to a red light and I'm just like, Queen, dog, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm tired as hell. I'm sleepy. I need to go to sleep. Mind y'all, Jackson I got all this pain medication pumped into me. Listen, I'm sleepy. So Queen was like, we can go to my daddy's house. Again, I was like, okay, no problem. All right, so I'm like, where your daddy stay? So she was like, oh, he's staying in Opelika. Now, mind y'all, me living in Liberty City, and if you're familiar or you from Miami, then you gotta know what I mean. Me living like in Liberty City my whole life, living off like living by 58 or living on 46 and Brown Sub. All I knew about Opelika was that it was kind of far. And the only way I traveled when we would look for apartments, I traveled by expressway. Because that's the main way I knew how to get to these places. And mostly Queen was doing the directing. So all I knew is that to me, that was a far place. So I'm like, I don't know how to get there, Queen. So Queen directed me to her daddy house. Now, all right, y'all. So now we get to Queen Daddy house, and let me show y'all. This is where Queen Daddy stayed. These apartments used to be like that orange color, like those. But this is where Queen Daddy stayed. I can't get up in the gate, but he stayed like upstairs over here in the corner. If I could show y'all. So anyway. Get back in my little car, y'all. Alright, so like I said, that's where Queen Daddy stayed. And see, oh shit,